first. So it takes a super troop of individuals to get us to the finish line with a deliverable. And as public administrators, we have a duty to make sure that what we implement into policy is sustainable. And so there are so many different areas within the authorizing environment where you need to connect. And so learning how to really understand an environmental scan, our SWOT analysis, our needs assessment, our landscape assessment, having those actual practical tools to say, like, who do I need in this moment and who is present on in the surface, and then who are the silent leaders who are actually like influencing, and then how do I get their buy-in. Super important and something that I feel is so invaluable. My ability to, network and to have like intentional and authentic relationships with individuals in order to force multiply is something that I learned, like, and I'm so thankful for in the program. The second is when I went to the Community Police Commission, we were in, on paper, we looked great. But then when I peeled back the layers, we were, bleeding about $40,000 to $50,000 a month pretty fast and trying to avoid being on the cover of the Seattle Times. And so I ended up going from policy director to interim executive director. The executive director left, and that's when we discovered there were these issues, and that there was kind of this avoidance of talking to our fiscal analyst. And so I had at the exact moment I had strategic financial management. And it was so I think serendipitous to have someone say, money isn't scary. And, I like to spend it. I don't like to track it, but I like to spend it. And so somebody telling me, you got to track it too, was really great. And saying, okay, well, I guess the financial people are people like me. And so I remember walking across the street to City Hall and saying, okay, I guess we need help. And they were just so thrilled that we were, in their office and saying, how do we work together in partnership to solve this issue. And it was a couple of quick fixes, but understanding what I was looking at in terms of the balance sheets, I'm so thankful to have the course to say, like, this is what you're looking at. Here's nonprofit management, and we also have a fiduciary duty to the public trust. And so the latter part was where I'm like, that's where it resonates with me. So how do I make sure that what we're doing is transparent and correct? So those are the two things I learned, and I'm really grateful for that.